it's Lena from Life, Love and Parenting, and I wanted to talk to you today about how I try to use my children's misbehavior to become a better parent. So basically, behind every misbehavior is an underlying need that's not being met. And so what I am trying to learn to do is to use misbehavior as an opportunity to connect with my child and to communicate with them, to just work out what's going on for them and to work out how I can better meet that need that's not being met. And so I've come up with 5 rules for myself that I'm going to implement in my own parenting to try and just be a better parent. So rule number 1 is to check my expectations. So often I think we expect either too much or too little from our kids. We want them to do things that they don't need to be able to do at their age, or we want to do things for them that they should be able to do, and we rob them of those opportunities to learn to do things by themselves. So rule number 5 is just about managing those expectations and just thinking about what's appropriate for their age and just not expecting too much or too little from them. Rule number 2 is about seeking to understand their needs. So that's what I was talking about before. It's really just when they get upset, it's just taking the time to consider what they're really upset about. What's the need that isn't being met, or what can I do to help them feel better about this situation? Rule number 3 is communication. So this one's really about just being clear with my child about what I expect from them and making sure I've expressed that to them, and where my child's upset and I'm not sure why, trying to communicate with them then and trying to understand their need and just communicate back to them when I've worked it out. Just let them know that I understand. And it can just be about communicating when I feel that I haven't done something the best way. Just letting them know that I recognize that and that I wasn't happy with it and that I want to try and do better next time. Just so that they understand that Mummy and Daddy get things wrong too. We're not perfect, we're all learning, and that's okay. It's okay to make mistakes. That's important for them to know. So rule number 4 is to model the behaviors that you want to see in your children. I think it's kind of funny in a way, but the behaviors that tend to frustrate us most in our children are the behaviors that we do ourselves. So when we see that, it's important to go, oh, well, I don't like seeing that come out in my children, so I know that that's something I do. Maybe I should try and not do that myself, and then maybe my child will see that and they will stop doing that behavior too. And rule number 5 is be consistent. So this is really important because as our kids watch and observe us, they're sort of analysing everything to try and work out the rules, work out what's okay and what's not. And if we're inconsistent, then that's confusing for them. And so you have to be really clear on your your must obey rules, the ones that you under no circumstances want them to disobey. And these are the ones that you just need to make sure every time that your child isn't doing them, that you need to pull them up and make sure that they understand that that's not okay. So I'll be trying to implement these rules in my own parenting, and I hope you give them a go too and let me know how you go, and I'll let you know how I go with them. Good luck empowering yourself to empower your kids. Bye.